what is your name?
Rares is my
Rares, yeah.
yeah.
You are translating Ulysses, yeah,
I'm
into
translating.
Romanian.
Yes.
What is your motivation?
Oh, that's hard to say.
Yes.
The publisher where I normally
Mhm.
publish translations,
Mhm.
he asked me for a number of years to translate this.
Mhm.
And initially I said no, and then I said yes. And it's hard to say why. It's well, it's a great book and a challenge, I think.
How many population in Romanian?
How many?
Because I compare to Indonesian,
okay.
you know, we have 250, we don't have any Ulysses.
We have around 19 million.
19 million, yeah?
Yeah.
As you are the first time to translate in
There's
Japan.
another one.
Another one before?
Yes.
And what time?
Yes.
What years?
1984.
1984.
84,
Why
84.
you already now change? You mean the before was not very good, or?
No, it's a fine translation. But translations age, and sometimes there's perhaps need for a new one.
Is James Joyce teach in the university, or?
He is, yes. He's taught in the universities.
And what is the most difficulty to translate Ulysses?
Well, I'm not very far along, so I couldn't say. But the thing that I'm mostly scared of is Oxen of the Sun. The chapter Oxen of the Sun.
It's the words and the sentences.
Yeah.
The rest is easy.
Easy, yeah.
Aha.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
And you compare also with the Odysseus from Homer during you translate, or if you have difficulty?
Well, I have knowledge of that, and I read around the translation, yes, but I'm not doing I'm not having, the Odyssey.
Not. But you need the notation from Gilbert or some other?
Well, I use annotations, yes, that one and a few others, yes. I use them currently. Yeah.
And also Stuart Gilbert from French.
Oh, yeah, okay, Stuart Gilbert. Yeah.
This is the translation is by order, yeah? It's not your idea, but the publisher order you to translate, or?
Well, he didn't order me. He asked me if I wanted to do it.
Have you translated before?
Yes.
What kind of novel?
American literature, a number of American authors, like Michael Cunningham, Thomas Pynchon, and Chuck Palahniuk. I don't know if you've heard of them.
How many books have you already translated?
Around 10.
10.
Around 10, yeah.
Into Romanian,
Into
yeah?
Romanian.
Have you already become price from the translation? Sometimes there is a word.
I got for the translation of Gravity's Rainbow. I got a prize, yes, for that one. That was the year it came out. It was awarded the prize for translation in Romania, which is given by the Writers Union there. Yeah.
Is there any reading group like here in Romanian?
There may be, but not that I know of. There may be, but I'm not part of a reading group like here.
No. Ulysses had 18 chapters. Yeah? How many chapters have you already translated?
3.
3.
Yeah.
3. And during 3 chapters, how long have you need the time to translate?
Well, from the end of last year, so 10 months.
10 months.
Yeah.
Oh, it's very quick, yeah.
That's fairly quick.
How many years you plan to finish this?
I have no idea.
Yeah. Because in China, somebody translate Finnegan Wake, I think, and then dad, and then his wife continue to translate.
Oh yeah, well, it can be a lifelong endeavor.
It is the book what you have already translated the most difficult one, or?
I think so. Yes, up to this point. Yeah.
Have you been to Dublin?
I have. Yes. Yes. I studied in Dublin, near Dublin. I did my PhD there. So.
Why you choose Ulysses? There are many other classical novels.
I love a challenge. I think this is wonderful and great, and there's a lot that you can discover. So, and for a translator, it's like
How many exemplar one novel to translate? Usually 2,000 exemplar.
Not sure. This might like how many copies will they print? no idea. Around that, maybe the first print will be around that number, and then if it sells well, more. If it doesn't, no.
And you translate Ulysses because of the public domain already begin, or
No, they asked me to do it before it came out into the public domain.
ah, okay. But another 10 book where you translate already is the public domain
No.
or not yet? Yeah,
No,
still
no,
you have to
they're-
copyright.
Yeah,
you-
they were copyright.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Fritz Senn, I ask you, very short. If you heard somebody translate in the foreign language from Ulysses, what do you feel?
Yeah, well, let's put it this way. You can easily say it's not translatable. Because so many things that are typical, Joyce, they just are beyond. At the same time, it must be translated because the alternative to a translation is not the original for most people, but is nothing whatsoever. So, for example, I can't read Chinese literature. I'm dependent on things like that. And it's, of course, an extreme. And I suppose it's almost like an aim of a translator to do something like that, to see also how far you can go. There's not only many, what would I say, disappointments, but sometimes you find a solution in spite of everything. I mean, it looks as though it wouldn't be possible, but then suddenly you may have an idea or something, so it is also gratifying, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
And not forget, translators are the best readers. They must know what it's about.
What?
I'm going to do here. And if I don't understand, just gloss over and say I don't understand. But the translator must do something, you know, he must put something on the page.
Is the translation changing the word or changing the content?
Yeah, well, I mean, in some way you have nothing but words. It's always with words, but it's not decisive. And what makes it difficult is in Joyce, very often language itself is under scrutiny. You know, think about a word. That word sounds like a bird in English, but not somewhere else. Or you have a writer like Joyce works with the ambivalences. And basically, ambivalence is the norm and not the exception, as every dictionary tells you. You know, when you have to what is mind in Indonesian or something like that? What is time? And once upon a time, and a very good time it was, other languages don't even have time and things like that.
Yeah.
So that is, and sometimes the kind of coincidence, and Joyce works a lot with coincidence, for example, that word is close to world, and Joyce makes it, but only in English, and that kind of thing. So these are the givens, and everybody would understand it. And I now, I started, I was the first to look at translations of Joyce. And of course, at first you do it with a kind of superiority. Oh, they didn't get that and all of that, which is a cheap thing. You can